And so again, we are here for the Monday Mishmash, and this is A Painter's Tale, Curon, 1950, from Monkey's Tales Studio. So, what is this game about? Well, I have its description here. It says, it tells the story of the tiny Suditral village of Curon, Venosta, by mixing reality and fiction. The old Curon was flooded by the waters of Lake Reshen in 1950 due to the construction of a dam. What lies beneath the bell tower still emerging from the lake? Well, join us and perhaps we shall find out together. So, yes, let's pop in our earbuds, take a sip of our nice hot tea, it's not still too hot, and then we'll dive into the game. This caught my eye when I saw the trailer come out for it. A Painter's Tale, Curon 1950. It's supposed to be an adventure game. And you can see sort of the polygonal legs of the wooden chair here. The 3D graphics look kind of Minecraft-esque. And the 2D graphics seem to be surrealist paintings. And they sort of blend the two to tell a story that seems to be based on perhaps real life. This village got flooded when a dam was built and it redirected the water flow. And I guess during the course of this adventure game, we'll find out a little bit more about that village of Curon. So let's start diving in. I'm liking the music so far. Alright, simple controls. Move with the left analog stick, select with the X button, go back with the circle button, menu with the options button. We can run, hold R1, and access our notebook with square. Okay. Select back, menu, run, notebook. Gotcha. This game will automatically save your progress as you play. Okay. But I do love the shorter indie games. And according to the website, fair are the mountain streams flowing down to the valley, drowning out the last memories. According to the website howlongtobeat.com, you should be able to finish this in like 2 to 2.5 hours, which probably means it'll take us like 4 hours. 3 to 4. But we'll see. So we're probably going to complete it in a single sitting. Oh, Laura, where do I start? That's part of the flooded bell tower there, still emerging from the lake. Oh, we get to choose. Where do we start? The mountains, the lake, the bell tower. I don't know how to paint. Do you typically start with what's in the foreground or what's in the background? Or work your way from the bottom to the top? I would think just start at the bell tower. And then I guess the lake and then the mountains. Bell tower. I don't think I need anything. Actually, they say I'm still young. I have a stable life and a good job. Love? Ups and downs, for sure. The lake? I was sinking. Day after day, the same boring routine. But something else was dragging me down. I think I need to pause, to breathe again. Focus on my passions, on my real desires. the mountains. I had to slow down and find new perspectives. Change direction, maybe. Find myself, my true self. Maybe even start painting again. Guten Morgen, mein Herr. Morg? Oh boy. Buongiorno, signor. I'm going to try to pronounce this as best I can. Oh boy. Abend Sie gischen. Weiß schon es hüt droben ist? Ist? Oh boy. En schönen sehen aber Wolken auf, also kommt es regnen. I think the guy in the pink shirt is kind of in our boat. I don't think he understands everything that's being said. Or maybe he does, and he's just taking a while to think about the response. German dialogue? Interesting. Can you read German, sheep? I know you're multilingual. Italiener? I guess he gave up on us. You can read basic German? Okay. The game is in English. It's supposed to be. Some hours later. But I guess certain parts of it might be in German. The weather is changing. Oh, I like the wind's effect on the trees. That's cool. I have to hurry. Finish the painting. Where is that light coming from? Do we have control now? Oh, we do. Painting. Yes, not bad, guy, not bad. I feel quite satisfied. But I've done a lot better in the past. I could sit down. It looks like it might rain, though. Opla! Now we have our backpack on. What does it say? Russian Sea? Lago di Resia. I know it was Lake Reshen that was supposed to have flooded parts of the village. Maybe that's what that means. I certainly needed a location like Lake Reshen to relax. Okay, so I can't turn the camera. That's true. Never said I could in the controls. That's fine, though. Let's go see what the light is. Oh, he stopped. What? Monkey Tails Studio. AV Pro, Italian video game program. Present. Oh, he's been taken under the lake by a mermaid? Interesting. A game. A Painter's Tale, Curon, 1950. Act 1. What happened to me? Where am I? Oh, mein Gott! You woke up at last! Who are you? Forgive me for asking. Who are you? Me? My name is Ida. I found you unconscious at the edge of town, soaking wet, and I brought you here. I couldn't leave you outside. It's cold. You slept for 2 days. Father Alfred was worried about you. Where? Io sono Tommaso. Where am I? You're at my place. You needed a warm bed and someone to take care of you. The priest will come soon to check on you. Forgive me, I didn't mean to embarrass you. Could you please tell me where my clothes are? Your clothes. They're wet and dirty. I washed your stuff, but I still have to iron it. You can use my husband's clothes. You look the same size. They're in the closet upstairs in our bedroom. Your husband? Could your husband take this the wrong way? No, my husband has always helped those in need. What's in the pantry? Stop walking around in your underwear. Be gone. Go dress yourself. Oh, is that why he's facing away from us? That's what they meant? That's the embarrassment part? New another painting. Look, a traditional South Tyrol farm. A maso, if I'm not mistaken. I wonder if that's this place. There's a woman in the painting. Maybe Ida? Parts of my city again that I hadn't seen in a bit. Are you crazy? You can't go out in your underwear. Who knows what my neighbors would think? Oh, what was that? Is that the kitchen? Kakelofen? It's nice and warm here. See if we can talk to her some more. Stop walking around in your underwear. Okay, I'll go. Wait, what's this thing, though? This thing that looks like a broken... What is this? I don't know. Alright, I'm going. Oh, another painting. So I'm guessing this is Ida here, peeking out the door, and that's her husband. This looks like their home. So, look at this. You really get the feeling that something just happened. He seems lost in thought. She is leaving. I thought she was peeking out the front door. Did they have a fight? But it feels like the paintings tell a story here, and I think that's pretty neat. This looks like the iron. Oh, another painting. I guess that's just Ida. Look at this. It must be a sketch for a painting. Oh, it doesn't say anything about the iron. Oh, a bed. This must be their bed. One of the sides is carefully made. It seems it hasn't been used for a while. Maybe they had an argument, and she walked out to maybe go get some air, and then he left, and he never came back. The woman in the picture must be Ida. With her husband, probably. Did we just take the picture? Oh, okay. I didn't see it on the stand anymore. Okay. I like this painting. Me too. It has a melancholic tone. Alright, lady, enjoy your lurk. Blank canvas. A canvas waiting to be painted. Ooh, we found some brushes. What about these? There must be a painter in the house. Her husband's clothes must be there. Look, they fit perfectly. Maybe just a little bit old-fashioned. And where is he now? Upstairs, getting dressed. I couldn't let him walk around town with those odd clothes. I wonder where he found them. Ida, did you give him Carl's clothes? Should I not have done that? I thought it was the right thing to do. Do you think it's inappropriate, Father? Oh, good. I see you're on your feet, my son. Do you remember anything? How did you get here? That light. You won't believe it, but a strange light dragged me into the lake. A light? What are you talking about? You are confused, my son. A warm meal and some sleep, and your memory will come back in no time. You'll see. It's just a pity you arrived at such a difficult moment for our town. Anyway, I don't want to stress you out with our problems. Come to the church later. We will talk properly. Grazie, Father. I will. Auf Wiedersehen. Are you hungry, Tommaso? Please, take some speck and some cheese from our pantry. Meanwhile, I'll put some bread on the table. What is speck? Is that like oatmeal? Whoa, this is a big pantry. I thought I was going to open the door and it would just be like a large cupboard. This is a walk-in pantry. Ground shelf, low shelf, medium shelf, high shelf. I don't know. Ground shelf. Here's the cheese. Low shelf. Strudel and vine. Ooh. Mouth-watering. Medium shelf. What a lovely smell. I'm starving. Here's the speck. Oh, it looked like meat. What's on the high shelf? Nothing interesting here. Exit. Is this another painting? Nope. What about these? Nope. Oh, we can only look at that one. I can go back to Ida now. I have everything she asked for. Let's see, objectives. Put on Carl's clothes. Get speck and cheese in the pantry. The lake. Oh, that's cool. Alright, I'm gonna blue screen. Hold on. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna blue screen for a moment. I'm gonna shift my camera video to the bottom right-hand corner. There we are. And I guess as we go, we can learn more about the town. So, the lake. I guess this was based, yeah, this is based on a real story. This is so cool. A bell tower still sticks out of the water of Lake Reshin. The lake was created by the planned flooding of the old town of Curon and the surrounding valley in the summer of 1950. The process began during the fascist period and pitted the interests of a large industrial group against the will of the townspeople, who obviously did not want to give up their homes. The new town of Curon Venosta, the Italian name of Gran im Vinschgau, is a welcoming and bucolic crossing point between Austria and Italy that constantly preserves its own past. Its story is made up of contrasts and difficult coexistences. It is a place halfway between the past and the present. When the flood happened, the majority of people were forced to relocate further away. Only a few could stay close to the shores of the lake. Aww. And that looks like a really nice town. It's a shame that it had to be flooded. The Stube. A stube is a farmhouse kitchen typical of the Alto Adige region. the true focal point of the house. Not surprisingly, the Italian noun stufa and the English stove take their names from the stube. In the old days, the stube warmed up the main room in the house, where everyday life took place and friends or guests were welcomed. The core element of the stube is the stove, the vertically oriented Kochelfen, and the horizontally oriented Baronofen. The Cockleofen is often decorated in Italian maiolica, displaying finely crafted floral motifs. Inhabitants of Alto Adige gathered around these vital sources of warmth for generations. If these stoves could talk, we would have countless stories and legends to listen to. That's neat. The South Tyrolean cuisine. Ooh, that looks pretty. The cuisine of South Tyrol is a rich combination of traditions for both Austria and Trentino. It includes many meat dishes, among which stands out the famous goulash. Oh, I've had goulash, I like it. However, the cured meat most often is associated with Alto Adige is speck, an ingredient that represents the centerpiece of many South Tyrolean snacks, frequently accompanied by bread, cheese, and wine. There is also knödel, the typical bread gnocchi made in many variations. And if you are hungry for dessert, you could always try a delicious strudel. Val Venosta's apples deserve special mention too, as they are a real pride of the region. Common since Roman times, apples are the most cultivated fruits in Alto Adige nowadays. So speck is meat. Okay. The cured meat, okay. I was gonna look that up too. I'm glad we decided to just go into the journal here. Oh, and it tells you what the drawings are about. That's cool. Oh, I guess he sketches them himself. Ida. Curon. In 2020 after the flooding. Father Alfred. And then what about the paintings? Looking for reflections. His own painting. Hints of red. I like the art style. Study for portrait from behind. Melancholy in blue. Phone. Okay. Let's get back. She's waiting. Where did she go? Com's gone. Bring the speck and cheese here and sit down. Come on. I also have some freshly baked strudel. And some... Oh dear, I can't read that now. Okay, there we are. Come on. I also have some freshly baked strudel. And some lagrine. Good wine makes good cheer. Oh, so that's what lagrine is. It's wine. Okay. Che delizia. I have never tasted a strudel so good. And this wine. I really needed that. Everything's so good. Danke. I am very pleased. I'm glad you got your appetite back. Well, you should have. He hasn't eaten in 2 days. Excuse my asking. I'm a painter as well. I saw an easel and some paintings on the wall. Did you paint them? Oh, definitely not. To be honest, I don't know how to use a paintbrush at all. It's my husband, Carl. Do you like them? They are unsettling. No, they're fascinating. They are fascinating indeed. I like them. Are you the one in the painting? Yes, I am. I have never fully understood his passion for painting, to be honest, and I usually can't sit on my hands. But when he asks me to pose, I can't say no. He seems so happy, so serene when he paints. It's not easy for Carl. To be a painter, I mean. A few people understand his art here. If it weren't for the hotel manager, Heinrich, letting him display his paintings at the hotel, my husband would be a stockman now, like his father and brother. Sometimes, a guest offers to buy one of his landscapes. However, there's one painting Heinrich has never wanted to sell. You could go to the hotel and take a look if you want. Tell Heinrich I sent you. Thank you. I certainly will. Good. I'm really glad. By the way, I'd like to thank you very much for hosting me and taking care of me. I definitely feel better now, and I'm going to get a room at the hotel. I don't want to abuse your kindness. There's no way. Father Alfred would kill me. With all the sermons about charity he delivers every Sunday. And Carl, he won't forgive me for not giving help to someone in need. Italians. Germans. I wonder if Carl died. It makes no difference to him. Not everybody feels the same way here, unfortunately. Your husband is generous. Your husband must be a very generous man. Yes, he is. But she's talking about him in the present tense, not the past tense. He's an incredible man. It seems you are definitely feeling better. Do you feel like taking a walk? I need to iron now. Then I have to prepare the semmelnudel. Ach, you men are always in the way during housework. Speaking of which, could you please run to the inn and pick up some cheese? Tell the innkeeper to put it on Ida's bill. New objective added. Oh boy. There we go. Okay, we have 3 objectives. Go to the church and talk with Father Alfred. Go to the hotel and search for Carl's painting. Go to the town inn and get the cheese. Okay. We'll try doing them in that order. Good morning, sir. Have you seen the nice weather today? Good morning. Hey, we already know each other. They say it'll get cloudy soon. Oh yeah, that's the guy who is standing on the bridge um while we were painting before we got to the town. He tried talking to us and I guess we didn't fully understand him and then he walked away. Why, it's the old man I met by the lake. Now, though, I'm able to understand him. The frescoes are very nice. Must have been Carl who painted them. New story added. Ah, Jans is here. Welcome in, Jans. How are you doing? The music is so peaceful, I agree. What is that? History of Curon. The Upper Vishagu Valley Museum. The frescoes adorning Ida's house are not imaginary, but belong to a building in the old Curon that was destroyed before the flooding. Painted by Antoni Jaeger, the frescoes were saved. We had to miniaturize ourselves just a bit. But I think now we can finally see... We might not be able to fully see the character portraits, but now we should be able to read everything. The frescoes adorning Ida's house are not imaginary, but belong to a building in the old Curon that was destroyed before the flooding. Painted by Antoni Jaeger, the frescoes were saved nevertheless and are today exhibited at the Alta Val Venosta Museum, hosted inside the former town hall of Curon Venosta. The museum contains numerous photographs and objects that depict life in the villages of Curon and Resia before, during, and after the flooding. In one of the rooms can be found a scale model of the village of Curon, which has proven invaluable in digitally recreating the scenarios that are the backdrop of the video game, A Painter's Tale. The museum undoubtedly deserves a visit. Getting lost among the photographs is like taking a journey into the memories of the past to discover the history of the area. The museum also stores sacred objects from the churches of surrounding towns, as well as old rural equipment. He calls him the madman. Okay. There we go. That speeds it up a little bit. Plats. I'm guessing that leads towards the plaza? Where did the madman go, though? Can I follow the madman? Ooh, this is a bigger area than I thought. Can I just go into some random person's house? There's nobody home. Judging by the nameplate, it must be the residence of a certain Ludovica. Ludovica's house. Okay. Well water. Oh, we can't go any more this way. Okay. That bell tower. I think I already saw it somewhere. We can head to the tavern. villager. There are now workers everywhere, for darn it. And who are you? Another stranger? Can I talk to you again? Nope. Okay. The situation in Curon is becoming worrying. This has been going on for too many years now, leader. They're waiting for me at the inn. There's nothing better than a good beer to cheer up. Oh, who's that walking towards us? Oh, no, come back! I don't want to miss dialogue. No, wait. No, I don't think we can talk to him. I guess he just walks around town. Okay, never mind. Oh. Yeah. Why does Father Alfred let Ida take a perfect stranger home? A man to boot. Doesn't he understand that a single woman with a man in the house leads to nothing good? A single woman, so maybe something did happen to her husband. Priests today just aren't what they used to be. Guten Morgen, Herr. Have you seen that Italian? Will it be him? Ah. New drawing added. Old friendships. Jen says, ah, yes, our gamer instinct of ensuring we got all dialogue, yes. Can I talk to them? Nope. Keep their eyes on me, though. Oh, I can't run while I'm next to them. Bye, ladies. And who are you? Oh, well, whoever that is, I can't talk to them. Can you interact with this? No. Okay. Well, let's go see what's going on with this painting over here. Oh, it's not a painting. It's a notice. Move along, please. What are they hanging? I have a bad feeling about it. I really hope I'm wrong. Das ist bescheuert. Well, let's go ask. Move along, please. Oh, okay. Can I talk to them? Nope. It probably says they're going to be flooding town. Oh, this looks like a different person. No, can't talk to them. Alright, well, I guess let's go to the tavern and then we'll come back and explore the other buildings. Lokanda Goldener Adler. Oh, this is the inn. I guess the tavern is the same thing as the inn. Okay. We're supposed to go here anyway for an objective. I think we're here to get some cheese. menu changed. Oh, no, no, it didn't. That's the menu. There we go. Objective. Go to the town inn and get the cheese. Okay. Excuse me. Hello? Okay. Ah, there we go. Innkeeper. Guten Morgen. What would you like? Beer or coffee? Coffee, I suppose. Sure, I'll take a cup of coffee. A coffee, please. Mine Scots. A coffee for the gentleman. An espresso? I bought the coffee machine last month. We're the only inn of the area to have one. There's your espresso. And here, a slice of my strudel to go with the coffee. You know, it wasn't easy for my husband to learn how to make a coffee that would satisfy the workers. We're not used to drinking it much, but we can't complain at all. With all the coffee they drink, we make good money. Right, Munchkotts? How come there are so many workers in town? What, you don't know? They're building a dam. They will flood our best pastures. My husband is desperate. Isn't that right, Munchkotts? That you're desperate? Seems like he has his mind on other things. Sorry, I almost forgot. Mrs. Ida asked me to bring her some cheese. Oh, then you must be Ida's guest. My husband and I are happy to see she's finally better, aren't we, my Scots? The cheese is there on the counter. Please help yourself. How much do I owe you? Nothing. Ida has an open account here. You know, because of poor Carl. Carl. Poor Carl? What does that mean? Maybe he's ill. Make yourself at home and take a seat if you want. Thanks. New drawing added. The Carabinieri. Oh, like the police? Or the workers, I guess? The innkeeper. Oh, she looks happy. Okay, they said the cheese is on the counter. Oh, there it is. Cheese. Nice. Okay. Little wheel of cheese. What else is going on here? Newspaper. I can't understand a word of what's written. The newspaper, cover photo back. Newspaper. 1949? Is it an antique newspaper? That's weird. Cover photo. It's really impressive work, this dam. Was that a radio? Oh, it is a radio. New story added. Alright, we got the cheese. The choice. The coexistence between Italian and German cultures is one of the most complex themes to deal with when it comes to the Alto Adige. In the 1920s, the fascist regime tried to impose Italian culture in the area. For example, in schools it was made compulsory to teach in Italian. Furthermore, many Italians settled in the area, making coexistence between the two cultures uneasy. With the coming of Nazism, the issue became even more complicated. The German residents hoped Hitler would free the area from fascist subjugation, but Hitler needed the alliance with Mussolini. In 1939, with an agreement between Italy and Germany, the so-called options were born. The citizens were allowed the opportunity to obtain German citizenship and move to the territory of the Third Reich, or to stay in Alto Adige to integrate with the Italian culture. The options created many tensions between the majority of the population who decided to emigrate and those who chose to stay. The situation escalated in 1943 when the whole area was occupied by Nazi troops. Oh, wow. Griazdi. Oh, I guess that was it. Workers. Buongiorno, compa. New drawing added. The Italians. Well, that's an interesting vehicle there. It's pretty cool looking. Oh, the toilet. Occupied! Are you going to come out? Are you going to come out of there? There are people waiting. Mein Schatz, get your brother out of that bathroom. Okay, I don't think it's going to change now. Oh, wait, can I go behind the counter? Not really. I like the flowers. That's pretty cool the way they designed them. Alright, bye everyone. Alright, let's see what this place is. Oh, it's the school. What's all this commotion? It seems like I'm back to when I taught German secretly. Can I talk to the teacher? No? I guess not. Can I go inside? Oh. Where are you going? You can enter school during lessons. Oh. Sorry. I'll go talk to this fellow over here. Hello? Cowherd. They will flood all our best pastures. Luckily, I have a pasture on the hill. But what will become of us? Buongiorno. Sorry, what's going on? I'm working. I don't have time now, foreigner. New drawing added. Oh, a couple of new drawings. The teacher. And the cowherd. Alright, well, bye. Oh, wrong way. Okay, bye again. Alright. Well, what's down here? Oh, is this the post office? Posta? Where else am I supposed to go? Go to the church, talk with Father Alfred, go to the hotel, and search for Carl's painting. Okay. Oh, this is the hotel. Okay. Oh, that's the theme. Theme of the game. You play divinely, my dear. Oh, stop. It's just a hobby. You're too modest, Ludovica. It's lovely to look at your hands dancing on the piano keyboard. Oh, we found her house earlier. She lives next to Ida. You're very talented. You're wasted in this little town. In Milan, where I live, you'd have a future as a pianist. Do you really think so, sir? Didn't we agree to drop the sir? Let's take a little look around first, then we'll ring the bell. Oh, another painting. Oh, is that the mermaid who brought us down here? This must be the painting Ida was talking about. I'll ask Heinrich for information. Oh, I guess we're not, like, really allowed to see the painting till then. Okay. I think I'll ring the bell first, because that might actually be the reception guy there. Nope, I was wrong. Ludovica, stop bothering our guests. You don't bother me at all, Ludovica. Thank you. Ludovica, can you give me a hand preparing the room for lunch? What's up, Dad? Did you confuse me with the servant? Ludovica, come here right now. Aw, I would have liked to talk to them before he interrupted them. Ugh, Ludovica, don't you dare behave this way in front of our guests again. Dad, I am no longer a little girl. Good morning, mynheer. Can I do anything for you? The hotel is full at the moment. Uh-oh. I was told you have a very peculiar painting. If you don't mind, I'd like to see it. Is that possible? Certainly. Are you by any chance the foreigner who's staying at Ida's house? How did you know? There are not many people who ask about that painting. Ida must have told you. Come, it's right here. Siren. She has a familiar shape. Is that Ida as a mermaid? Of course, it's Ida. I never saw a man more in love than Carl. Ida was his muse, his inspiration. And she always supported him, even when he couldn't sell his paintings and she had to do housework here in the hotel to support the family. The valley. Isn't it a beautiful landscape? To think that they will ruin this wonder fills me with rage. Oh yes, because of the dam. It will provide electricity to the whole valley. In Bozen, they will light bulbs with the energy produced by our lake. The herders will lose a few pastures, but that's how the world spins after all. Mountains. Carl loved these mountains. He often painted panoramas. So, what do you think? It's a nice painting, isn't it? Really very suggestive. I'm happy to hear it. It's my favorite painting. Many of my clients wanted to buy it, but I've never wanted to part with it. You know, Carl was my protege. I sold many of his works to my welcome guests. Here in town, sadly, he didn't have much of a market. Mountain people are not always open to new things. I, on the other hand, have traveled a lot, though in the end my longing for a house prevailed, and here I am. I sent my daughter to study in a Swiss boarding school, however, to let her breathe a different air, you understand. Tell me about it. I've had my fair share of guests, believe me, but nobody had the nerve to woo my daughter with such impudence like that Gorini. His name is Bernardo Gorini, official of Montecatini, SPA and director of the dam works. My dear Ludovica, I gave her everything, a good education, fashionable clothes, an expensive piano. I don't get it. I don't get it. Why is she acting like this? What is she missing? She always says she wants to get away from here. Maybe it was better to mind my own business. I don't want to seem rude, but Ida is waiting for me. Sorry, as you probably noticed, I'm not a man of few words. Come back and see us again. You're always welcome here at the Traub Post. Auf Wiedersehen. Goodbye. Another objective complete. Drawings. The official. So I guess that's the guy who was trying to flirt with Ludovica. Heinrich, the hotel owner. And Ludovica. Oh, she is pretty. It seems like when it comes to drawings, like we've almost... Well, no. I was going to say we've almost filled up the book, but... I mean, there could be more characters to start filling up the other page there. Rhapsody. I like this little jazz we got going on in the background. Not exactly jazz. Sounds like a couple of different melodies. Official. Great hands. The girl is really wasted in a small town like this. Don't you agree, sir? Of course you do. How could you think otherwise? That girl is a peach. A real peach. I fully agree with you, mister. Gorini. Engineer Bernardo Gorini. Nice to meet you. I'm Tommaso. I'm not a music expert. Actually, I'm in a different line of work. But just a few notes were enough to recognize that the girl is really talented. I noticed it right away, as soon as I set foot in this hotel. When I'm not working, I come here to the lobby to listen to her. It relaxes me and simultaneously stimulates my senses. Now, if you don't mind, I have to get back to work. Goodbye. See you later. Ooh, breakfast room. Oh, I can talk to Ludovica. Hello. Good morning. You must be Ludovica, aren't you? I heard you at the piano, and I must commend you. Oh, thanks. You flatter me. Do you really think I could be a pianist? That would be wonderful. The whole city would come to hear me play, and they'd give me fragrant bouquets of roses. What a dream. Well, that's your dream. Go for it. Guess that was it. Okay. Can I play with the piano? Nope. Can I go upstairs? Nope. You can't go up. Those are the rooms reserved for guests. I prefer if you don't come to this side of the counter. Ooh, what's this? Oh. Oh, looks like it's just a church now. Hello? Oh, okay. Can I go this way? Nope. The church. can I go into the confessional? No? Okay. Oh my. Father Alfred. Good morning, Father. Welcome, my son. I'm glad you came to me. Thanks. Thanks for taking care of me. If it weren't for you and Ida... Speaking of Ida, there are some things I think you should know about her and her husband, Carl. I confess, Father, that I'm very impatient to meet him. From the way Ida described Carl, he seemed to be a very special person, and his paintings tell me the same. My son, Carl passed away. The war took him, along with many of our beloved fellow citizens. Aw. But, how is that possible? Ida would have told me. And which war is he talking about? I know what you're thinking. See, Ida has never accepted the notion that Carl passed away. At the beginning, I encouraged her to hope, to believe in his return too. But it's now been 4 years since the terrible war. All who left for the front have returned, but not Carl. 4 years? What the hell is happening here? If she at least received confirmation of his death, this way is much worse. Missing. I would have never believed that hope itself could reveal such a diabolical face. Ida might look strong, but Carl's absence is breaking her heart. And with every day that passes, I ask myself how long she can resist. Poor Ida. It must be terrible waiting for someone you love in vain. She keeps living alone in that house, waiting for him to come back. She does small sewing jobs for a living, and sometimes Heinrich still manages to sell a painting. But it's getting harder and harder to make ends meet. And that miserable indemnification they gave us for the pastures will only be enough for a few months. Oh, right, the dam. Modernity has a cost, my son, and unfortunately, it's our herdsmen who will pay it dearly. Father, I'd really like to do something to help Ida. That woman saved my life, and I'm really grateful for the generosity she has shown in hosting me. To her, I'm just a stranger, but she didn't hesitate a second to rescue me and give me shelter. Tommaso, can I speak to you frankly? As a priest, I have a duty to protect my parishioners, especially in their moment of need. Ida's generosity is moving, but I'm not naive, and I know the temptations of human nature. A man with a lonely girl. Give help. As long as I'm her guest, I'll do what I can to help her. Of course, but remember that even if Carl's not here, she lives as if he were, and you have to respect it. Do you understand? Sorry, Father. I was speaking without malice, I can assure you. Be careful, that's all. Now I'd better go. Goodbye, Father. Godspeed, my son. Auf Wiedersehen. Alright, all objectives complete. The bell tower. That bell tower. The war. Carl missing. All those antiques. What's happening to me? I don't understand. Am I dreaming? Ouch, my head is spinning. I better sit down for a second. Tommaso! Oh my God! Are you okay? Ida! Then this is not a dream. What? A dream? I didn't see you come back, so I got worried and came to look for you. I'm fine. Don't worry. Are you sure? Do you want to stay seated a while longer? It's okay, Ida. I got lightheaded for a moment, that's all. Let's go home. I'd like to rest a bit. Tommaso, how do you feel? It seems better, grazie. While you were out earlier, I pressed your clothes. There's also your bag and your drawings. I set them out to dry in the sun. Listen, Tommaso, about those... I've found one that upset me very much. Darn Italianer! Another one of their incomprehensible signs. What might this one say? Maybe Tommaso could help us. He's Italian. Oh, the painting that probably upset her was probably the painting of the flooded village. Stay out of this, foreigner. Italians are already causing enough damage here. We are on it. Oh, we have... What is this, some puzzle gameplay? Cittadini et cittadine de Curon. Blank order of blank, or blank order blank of the town by the end of blank. It has been decided that blank will no longer be blank, as previously communicated, by blank but by blank. Therefore, we inform the citizenry of the imminent flooding of the whole area of the town of Curon. You must abandon blank and release blank. Okay. Oh my God. What do they want now? Was a pretty bad start. Oh, you go up and down to create the story. I see, I see. The authorities, the dwarves, the cows order. The dwarves order. No, I guess you can be funny. The authorities order. The disinfestation of the town. A burning at the stake. The general eviction. The authorities order the general eviction of the town by the end of this video game. the world next summer. Oh, they have 1 year. That's sad. It has been decided that the trees, the waters... It's... This video game, this modern newfangled technology is all we needed. Leave the towers alone. Our bell tower is more than enough. It has been decided the towers will no longer be trees. Maybe it's the waters? It has been decided that waters will no longer be raised, lowered, moved. That the waters will no longer be I don't know. It has been decided that the waters will no longer be lowered as previously communicated by 5 meters, by 2 apples or so, by a few spans. It doesn't look good. By 5 meters, but by infinity. 22 meters. That wasn't the deal, they tricked us. By nothing. The waters will no longer be lowered as previously communicated. By 5 meters. But by... Oh, I think it's raised. It has been decided that the waters will no longer be raised as previously communicated by 5 meters, but by 22 meters. Therefore, we inform the citizenry of the imminent flooding of the whole area of the town. You must abandon your hats, your ideas, your houses, and release the prisoners, pastures and stables, the cabinets. Let's call the theater. The theater? You must abandon your houses and release pastures and stables. I think that's it. They were saying they pay them for their pastures and stables. But I guess they have to relinquish everything, since they're going to get flooded out. Mrs. Teacher, is the translation correct? Oh, we get our work checked. Yes, it looks correct. I wonder if that was a trophy. Men and women of Curon. The authorities order the general eviction of the town by the end of next summer. It has been decided that the waters will no longer be raised as previously communicated, by 5 meters, but by 22 meters. Therefore, we inform the citizenry of the imminent flooding of the whole area of the town of Curon. You must abandon your houses and release your pastures and stables. No, it can't be. I don't believe it. Tommaso, come here. They will throw us out. What's gonna happen to our houses? My cows! So we're actually in Curon, and this is the submerged bell tower. How is that possible? Did I end up in the past in 1949 Curon? It surely must be a dream. Otherwise, how could I understand all these people who speak German? And if it isn't a dream, how can I get back? This is exactly what I wanted to talk to you about earlier. I found this drawing in your bag. Isn't this our bell tower? Our valley flooded? And why this date, 2020? That should especially upset her if she thinks her husband is still alive and missing. And he might come back here one day. He's not going to be able to return to the home or her because it's going to be flooded. So she's going to have to find some place nearby to live. Tommaso, what does all this mean? They lied to us. They told us that we would only lose our pastures, but the water will devour our entire town. Fellow villagers, we have to try to stop this injustice. They must have failed. I'll go to the Pope. He will listen to us. I'll also write to the government in Rome. We have to try to block the work on the dam in every possible way. New story added. They will submerge the town. Curon is lost. Carl will never find our home again. Carl won't be able to come back. Be careful, foreigner. The priest has his support in Rome, but in the end, you may not be able to get back home. If his plan works, you'll find no lake on the way, and your reality will lead you further away. How does he know what I'm going through? Then again, there's a desperate woman just waiting to find relief. Who knows? You could follow this road and a life of love in the past achieve. Maybe this is the fate that before you lies, so try to be wise. Oh, interesting, interesting. So you can follow Father Alfred and try to stop him, try to talk him out of it, and just allow the town to be flooded so that you can return to your reality. Or you can run after Ida and try to, like, maybe pursue a romantic, like, thing with her. But I mean, it's not necessarily romance. You could just try to, like, you know, talk her through what's going on. I would say Ida's more important in the immediacy of things. Because right now she's going through some serious emotional turmoil. Whereas with Father Alfred, all he's going to do is sit down and write some letters. So it's going to take a while for him to, like, sit down, write, mail the letters. Nothing's really going to get accomplished this moment or even today by those letters. They're not going to probably go out in the post till the next day anyway. So I would say run after Ida. New drawing added. Here we go. The sign. Alfred Reaper. Oh, that's the priest. The first reservoir project envisaged a rise in lake water to a depth of 5 meters, a level that would not have put the villagers of Curon and Rezia in any danger. In 1939, they decided to increase this level from 5 to 22 meters without consulting the citizenry. A sign in Italian was erected to inform the inhabitants, who didn't know the language well enough to understand, adding insult to injury. The Second World War inevitably brought a stop to the work. The populations of Curon and Rezia trusted in the abandonment of the project, but unfortunately this did not last. In 1947, the work restarted, and in 1950, the area was completely flooded, not without numerous complaints by the citizens. Curon's parish priest, Alfred Reaper, asked for and even obtained a hearing with the Pope, Pio XII. Every effort to raise political awareness was in vain. A good 150 families were displaced, and 677 hectares of land were flooded by the water. How sad. New drawing. Town life. Aww. Their whole way of life ended. That's so sad. Ludovica's door is open now. Permesso? Excuse me, Ludovica? We met earlier at the hotel. Sorry to enter like this, but the door was open. Tommaso, right? Sorry that I didn't open, but when I play, the world outside disappears. So, what do you think? Do you like this melody? Very much. I really like it. I think it's nostalgic and touching. I composed this melody myself when I was at the Swiss boarding school. I often play it. It reminds me of the past. But I didn't even ask you if you need anything. Would you like something to drink? Grazie, Ludovica. I'm okay. But maybe you can help me. I'm looking for Ida. I lost track of her in the confusion in the square. Yes, my father is livid at the idea that he could lose the hotel and this house. But with this indemnity, we can leave for the city and open another one even more beautiful for very refined people. I digress. I'm sorry. Who were you looking for? I'm looking for Ida. Ida, right. Let's see. She and Carl often went to the little church of St. Anne to watch the sunset together, ever since they were engaged. I know that because when I was a child, I really liked to go play up there, and I often saw them. To get there, you pass through the little alley near Ida's house. You can try to look for her over there. Thank you so much, Ludovica. You've been very helpful. You're welcome. cradle. My cradle. I kept it from when I was a child. It reminds me of my mother. Gramophone. What a beautiful gramophone. Let's see what she's listening to. A Painter's Tale. I wonder who composed this music. Funny. Cool? Yes, I think so. The 3D graphics, I said, are kind of Minecraft-esque. But then when you see the paintings and the sketches, they're quite nice. Magazine. An old magazine. Mirasna, a special on the Etruscan. Did you see it? I can't wait to visit our marvelous peninsula. I have to go now. Grazie ancora. Arrivederci, Tommaso. Come back to listen to me again sometime. Yeah, so beforehand, none of these people thought they'd have to abandon their homes. It's probably that pathway to the right, but I want to try the house anyway. The door is closed. Ida, you're here. I was looking for you. All this will end, and instead of houses, people, and animals of Curon, there will only be water. Carl will never come back. Father Alfred told you about that, didn't he? Carl left for the war and never came back. He's missing, they say. I don't even have a grave where I can lay a flower. We're both in limbo, Carl and I. We often came up here to sit near the little church of St. Anne. We loved looking at the valley together. This is our bench. New story. The small church of St. Anne. Next to the famous bell tower stood the church of St. Catherine of Alexandria, dating back to 1832. The church was destroyed before the flooding, along with the rest of the village. There's another church that survived which is still open today, the little church of St. Anne, a beloved place in our story for Ida and Carl. The little Gothic church was opened in 1521. On its external facade, a fresco from 1600 of St. George Martyr is still visible. Inside the church is a Renaissance altar of 1596 with depictions of the Holy Family, the Annunciation, and the Saints James, John the Baptist, and Agnes. Accessing the church requires following a small path easily reachable from the parking spot in front of the submerged bell tower. From the church, a nice lake panorama can be enjoyed. Among the trees, it is possible to make out the bell tower, as well as the new graveyard. Who knows if the bench of Ida and Carl is still there? You knew. You knew that it would happen? That drawing I found in your bag. I thought it was just the result of your imagination. I don't know who you are or where you came from, but what does it matter now? Ida. I'd like to change things. I'd like everything to be as if it was before. These things can only be done by the Almighty. What if without the lake I couldn't get back? And who are we to challenge fate? Tommaso? See, Ida? I don't want to leave. End of Act 1. Oh, this might take us a good bit longer. I forgot about that. That was only... Who knows how many acts there actually are. Act 1 took us, like, 2 hours. Oh. Mom, what's that red X on the house of the benchwomen? Oh, I guess they're marking the homes for destruction now because it said all the buildings were destroyed before the flood. Maybe those are the demolition targets. They're going to start knocking down the buildings one at a time and clearing away the rubble. How sad. The journey of Father Alfred to Rome hasn't gone as we hoped. What can we do now? I like that, Tommaso. And you always speak ill of the Italians. Did you see? They're starting to level the mountains a little higher up to build the shacks. Vite, just a little more patience, and you will all be moved to the new pasture. I wonder if that's the cowherd guy talking to his cows. It looks like I'm leaving the town. Looks like I'm walking away. Mein Gott! Heaven forbid some accident would happen during the protest march. On Judgment Day, they won't be able to get through the concrete. Our dead, all that cement covering the tombs. Oh, the character took... I'm not even walking anymore. He's walking on his own. Time flies. It's been 6 months already. You don't live poorly here in Curon. It took a while to settle in, though, to tell you the truth. I want to lend a hand to the Curonese, help them save the town. Ida took care of me, and I can only be grateful to her. But if changing... Oh, I guess I was supposed to read faster. But I probably said something like, but if changing the town does something and I can't return home, then oh well. Act 2. Autumn, 1949. Maybe he said something like, if changing the town and saving it makes it so that I can't return home, well then I accept my fate. But he's choosing to fight for the town. Good for him. Will this take much longer, Tommaso? Not much. Just adding the finishing touches. Don't turn your head, though. Ah, my leg's gone to sleep. Stay still, Sue. You're cruel, Tommaso. Curse my agreeing to pose. But how could I say no? You're just like Carl. Just a little more patience, Ida. I'm almost finished. New painting added. Do I really look like that to you? You painters see the world in a very special way. You know what? I like it. Tommaso, yesterday I met Ludovica. She was so angry. She says her father went to see the shacks, and they're really too small. She says I'll only have one bedroom, a little kitchen, and maybe a small garden, if I'm lucky. Oh, so that's what they meant when they said they're building the shacks up in the mountains. So the government that's evicting them is building them all new homes up where they won't be flooded. But apparently they're not going to be as nice as the homes they're living in right now. My God, how will we manage to put everything in there? News story added. Maybe destiny is not immutable, Ida. Padre Alfred could still manage to stop all this. Your drawing. Only the bell tower remained of Curon, nothing else. Our houses, our pastures, everything destroyed. What can Father Alfred do against a future already written? Maybe I didn't get here by chance. Maybe I can do something. Even if it meant you could never get back home? Now I'm one of you. At least they don't call me foreigner anymore. It took some time. The town got used to your presence here, and so have I. Ida, Alarm! Alarm! Mein Gott, did somebody die? Worse, much worse. An accident? A landslide? Nein, it's the crazy Italiener, the Carabinieri. I was at the inn and heard them talking. Gorini, the official, was also there. Steal, they said, but from behind the door I couldn't make out the rest. Wouldn't he have just shut himself in the bathroom once again? But what might remain to steal? Didn't they already take everything from us? To the inn! Quick! Schnell! Schnell! Tommaso, you're the only one among us who knows the language well enough to talk with a carabinieri. Other than the teacher, but we can't bother her. She's at school. Tranquilla. Don't worry, Ida. I'll find out what this is all about. I wonder if they're going to try to steal the artwork that's here. Painting. Go to the inn and talk to the carabinieri. The shacks. While work on the dam progressed, Curon's inhabitants prepared to leave their houses. It was a long process, and the assigned indemnities proved to be decidedly inadequate to compensate the Curon people for what they were losing. Montecatini S.P.A. built some provisional wood shacks near the village, at the entrance of Vallelunga, intended for all those who still had not found farmhouses to move to. It was inadequate housing, especially considering the harsh winter cold. From those shacks, the powerless, displaced citizens could see the building site for the dam. Their former houses and farms were progressively destroyed. The church was blown up last, in July 1950. By then, the water had already started to infringe on the town. In 1949, when the houses were still inhabited, a first damming attempt resulted in some basements being flooded. Even the old cemetery was leveled with bulldozers and covered in concrete. Faced with the citizens' indignation, Montecatini transferred the buried remains to the new cemetery. Ida, I wonder if that's what they're gonna. Well, I don't know what they're gonna talk about as far as stealing goes. Maybe parts of the town have already started to become flooded. Worker. Oh, so much work. I wonder where Beppe got to. He should have been here half an hour ago to help me. Oh, I can't even see Ludovica's house now. Oh, is that the ringing of a church bell? Cowherd. I only get to keep a few cows. I'll have to sell the others. Oh, maybe his new land isn't big enough to hold all the cows. That's sad. With the indemnity payment, I won't be able to buy enough hay and build a new stable big enough for all of them. I really cannot think about parting with them. Aww. Old ladies. Sophie, Maria, have you ever been to Meran? It seems so far away. Another worker. Can't you see we're working? It will take months. New drawing added. The workers. Young woman. Why do we have to leave our house? I don't want to. It was Grandpa who drew the tulips on the walls of my room. Aww. The children. I guess going through all this, whether it's a dream or not, is what's sort of providing him with new inspiration. Because it seemed at the beginning of the game that he had lost his inspiration. His creative motivation. Peasant. Ah, Tommaso, it's you. If you pass by later, I have some fresh milk to give Ida. Another new drawing. The peasants. Come here, Bella Bionda. Pour me a drink. And get the good wine. Why don't you stop and drink with us, eh? Nein, danke. I have other clients to serve too. You're not the only ones here. Those 4 mountaineers? Ma va. Stay with us. We'll have fun. Innkeeper's husband. Oh, he's going to talk this time. If it were up to me, I'd have kicked them out the first night. But the inn belongs to my wife. It was her father's, so she decides. Innkeeper. It's a struggle to deal with these Italians, but they pay well, so we can't just send them away. Right, Lipster? Oops, it must have broken. The Carabinieri. Eccolo qua, the friend of the Germans, the traitor to his country. Why don't you come drink with us? You'll surely get bored with these krauts. Gladly. Then I can get the scoop on what's going on. Gladly. It's nice to see some compatriots. Come, come, host, bring our friend something to drink. On us, of course. If I play my cards right, maybe I can get some useful information. All right, ragazzo, what do you drink? Beer or wine? I'll say wine. A glass of wine, grazie. Great! Water is bad, and wine makes you sing. Your name is Tommaso, vero? It's easy to remember. Nothing like Franz, Hans, Jorg. They can't even be pronounced, let alone remembered. A nice Italian name. See, my name's Tommaso. A nice Italian name. Well said. No, so every time I do something right, they scoot closer to me. That's funny. Let's hear it. Don't you think these works are wonderful? Arrogant. Yes and no. Amazing. Revolutionary, I would say. Finally some progress in this lost valley. Giusto. Tommaso, have you met the engineer Gorini? A refined man. Certo, a refined man, a great lover of music. You can say that again. Let's drink. Alla sua salute. Sei un grande, a real patriot. We underestimated you, but in the end blood is thicker than water. Here, come closer. Do you know Ludovica, the engineer's friend? Gorini is obsessed. He wants to melt that bell to sell the bronze by any means. She sneakily helped us to get the bell tower key and make a copy. For a German, she's a really great gal. She understands which side to be on. Then it was Ludovica who helped Gorini. How could she betray Curon? It is now evening. I have to get back to Ida and the others immediately. So that's what they were talking about stealing. They're gonna go steal the bell and I guess melt it down and sell the metal. Oh, I can't knock on the bathroom anymore. Are you sure you understood properly? Of course I'm sure, and I'm certainly not crazy. They actually said steal. What could they steal from us now? They've already taken everything from us. Tommaso, you're back. Did you speak with the Caminieri? See. Unfortunately, I haven't got good news. The official wants to take the bell, to melt it and make good money. While you were away, Padre, Gorini managed to get hold of the bell tower key with help from someone in town. Should I tell him it was Ludovica? I don't think I ever read that the bell was stolen. Maybe I should prevent the theft so that everything goes as it should. But if I get too involved, don't I risk changing things even further and not being able to get back home? Aiuto! What a mess! No, I'm not gonna rat Ludovica out. Better not say anything. I mean, we can still try to stop the bell from being, like, stolen by just going there and changing the lock or, I don't know, doing something else to prevent the theft. Better not say anything. I couldn't find out who helped Gorini. The Caminieri were so drunk that I didn't understand a thing. Ah, but I clearly heard them saying the name Ludovica. Ludovica. Yes, yes. Ludovica, Ludovica. Well, alright. He ratted him out. Are you serious? Why didn't you tell us before? You're crazy for real. How would I know it was so important? I can't foresee the future. No, it can't be. Father, we should absolutely go talk with her. We will, Ida, but in due time. As you well know, there are graver things I have to deal with now. Your attempts to block the project weren't successful, Padre? Unfortunately not, Tommaso. As I was saying to Ida, the dam project has already been approved and it cannot be stopped. Curon is lost. We can't do anything but resign ourselves to it and have faith in God. The bell tower will be safe, however. They say it's part of our cultural heritage and should be left standing. A bell tower without a bell doesn't do any good. It's useless. Einfach nutzlos. Or nutzlos? Our houses, our town, aren't they worth enough to those men from Roma? Carl, how painful it would be for you to see your town humiliated and plundered like this. No, I can't. I won't stand it. Go to her, Tommaso. Make sure she's okay. Ludovica, if she did it, she will answer for it. She betrayed my trust, and I'll deal with her personally. That bell will ring in our new church if it's the last thing I do. Carl and I got married to the sound of that bell 10 years ago. We were so happy. Then the war took him away from me, and now they're taking all my memories too. And who knows what the future holds for us, if we'll even have a future. Tommaso, look, it's starting to snow, earlier than usual this year. This winter doesn't bode well at all. A few days later. My daughters, sons, I tried everything to save Curon. Der Gott has a plan for us. We must have faith. We're suffering. Each one of us is losing something, but maybe along the way we'll find hope again. We should not give up. I have been assured that our bell tower will be spared. Sophie, Maria, can you imagine a bell tower in the middle of the water? I really can't. These works are severely putting us to the test. Try to be faithful, to have patience. Even if you think it's unfair, incomprehensible, have faith in God. We'll manage to overcome these obstacles together. Engineer Gorini told me that more workers will arrive in the coming months. Be welcoming as always, despite everything. I can't stand the idea of that horrible man taking away our bell. We have to do something, Tommaso. But what can we do, Ida? Cosa fare? Confront him? Gorini has the Cavaliere on his side, and never leaves the hotel without protection. I've thought of a plan. What if we convince Father Alfred to go talk to Ludovica and Heinrich immediately? You could sneak inside the official's room and take back the key Ludovica stole for him. Let's do it. Let's do it. Gorini is on site today. If we are careful, he won't notice a thing. If you're really certain, Ida, then I'll help you. But we have to be very careful. Dear brothers, dear fellow citizens, for any need, even just a word of comfort, do not hesitate to join me in the church. Gott steh uns bei. Father, don't you think it's high time to talk to Ludovica? That poor girl has clearly lost the way of the Lord, but maybe we're still in time to save her from the plans of that ruthless official. You're right, Ida. There's no reason to postpone this conversation any longer. Let's go to the hotel. Are you coming with us, Tommaso? Tommaso, Ida, remember, this is a delicate question. After all, we have no proof of Ludovica's involvement, only the gossip of some military men. That's not exactly like, I don't know. It's also true that being an organist, the girl always had easy access to the church, and she could have taken the bell tower key during my absence to make a copy. But be careful not to make a hasty judgment. Just think about how poor Heinrich would react to such a scandal. We must be very, very tactful. You're right, Peter. But what anguish. If Gorini really does have a copy of the key, I want to see how far he gets. That arrogant bully. Ludovica! What were you thinking? Bist du wahnsinnig? Or wahnsinnig? To accompany a stranger who disrespects your father by not even bothering to ask for consent. A Casanova who seduced my daughter under my own nose with no shame at all. In case you didn't realize, Dad, I'm a woman now. I don't need your permission anymore, and I can make my own decisions. I'm going to Milano with Gorini, and I'll become a pianist, whether you like it or not. Poor fool! Do you really think he's interested in your talent? I've met a lot of men like him, Ludovica. Older men who pursue young, pretty girls to escape their advanced age. What would a marriage like that give you, my daughter? A life! I'm sick of living in a town that stinks of death. If you really care about me, Dad, why did you laugh when I asked you to leave this place and open a hotel in the city with the money from the indemnity payout? Ludovica, Why did you bother making me study at a Swiss boarding school if you want me to live as a slave? Ludovica, don't you dare talk like this to your father. Father Alfred! Ida, Tommaso, help me out. Ludovica has gone crazy. That Milanese, Gorini, has put strange ideas in her mind, and now she tells me she wants to leave Curon with him. Please, Peter, talk some sense into her. Ludovica, my child, is it true what your father is saying? It's true, and I am not ashamed at all. I really don't understand what's wrong with it. Ludovica, how can you love the man who's destroying our town, our homes? Don't talk like he was the one who decided to build the dam here in Curon, when he's only doing his job. Ludovica, marriage is a serious thing, and you should think more before committing yourself to being tied down in a relationship, leaving your home. What do we know about him? Nothing at all. Just that for months he's been sitting here on a chair smoking his cigars, all happy. And in the meantime, he's been taking everything we built and earned with hard work away from us. Ludovica, Gott behare, listen to your father. Echo, Heinrich is distracted. This is the right moment. Hotel register. Here's the guest register. Gorini, room 8. Am I... Oh, what's that? Pigeonholes. And here's the key. Ooh, new painting though. Another painting from Carl. That figure in the background. He really couldn't help but portray his wife. New painting added. The Witness. Sneak into the room of the official Gorini. Look for the key to the bell tower. Room 4. Room 2. I don't want to go into like the wrong room and they yell at me and then like they find out what I'm doing. Room 8. Wow, it's dark. Isn't there like a light switch somewhere? Or a candle I could light or something? Switch. Hello. That would be too easy. Nothing. Night table? Nothing. Just a Bible. Writing desk. No key. But hey, aspetta. What is this letter? Caro Bernardo, I'm happy to hear you're doing well. Only you could dig up a pretty and well-educated girl in a town of cowherds and peasants. But let's get to it. I found you a modest flat in Milan in Corso Garibaldi that will be perfect for her. It's not very big, but it's well furnished and above all, discreet. Oh, but be careful and don't get caught by your wife. He's married. If she leaves you, she will appear outside my door with the children. Your affectionate brother-in-law, Ferruccio. Poor Ludovica. She's convinced that Gorini wants to marry her. Who knows when he intends to tell her the truth? That worm. Probably never. Maybe the news of this treason will be enough to persuade her to give the copy of the key back to Padre Alfred. Lamp. Wardrobe. These Milanese dress well, but the pockets are empty. There's no key here. Better get downstairs. So I guess it's just not here. So let's turn off everything. So no one knows that we were here. Ludovica, is it true that Gorini convinced you to steal the bell tower key? How could you betray us like this, Ludovica? Ludovica, can I talk to you for a minute? I have something important to tell you. I hope he puts the key back. So Bernardo is married? No, I can't believe it. You're lying to me. What did I tell you, my dear? I know these kinds of men. Don't lose heart, Ludovica. At least you avoided the scandal. Give back the copy of the key and all will be forgiven. Forgiveness? Scandal? Are you listening to yourself? You don't care about me, my dreams, my ambitions. You just care about your convenience. You're losing your mind trying to save an old relic from a past that doesn't exist anymore. What future can Curon offer us? Ludovica, what are you saying? Bernardo always says that I'm wasted here. Buried in a town where no one will ever come, with a father so obtuse he doesn't understand that Curon belongs to the past. Why should I worry about your convenience and sacrifice my talent? Milano seems like a good place to start living again. It's surely better than those horrible shacks where you'll live, herded in like beasts. Ludovica, wait! It's not your fault, Heinrich. You've always been a good father. Ludovica doesn't know that with the compensation given to us, we couldn't even afford an apartment in the city, let alone buy a hotel. I didn't have the courage to tell her. I was ashamed of not being able to provide for her. She wouldn't have fallen prey to an old official if I hadn't stubbornly decided to stay here. If I thought of her future instead of living out a quiet retirement here in the town where I was born. And now it's too late to change things. Aww. End of Act 2. So I guess she's gonna go have a good talk with the married guy and be like, look, I know you're married, but if you still want to go there, you know, and help me pursue my talent, then that'd be great. Alright, another night walk here. Maria, Sophie, I can't believe it. Those workers evicted us from our bench. Oh, those are the old ladies. That's right, because it was an X on the building next to the bench where they sit. So they probably shooed them away so they can tear down that building. Darn it, they fooled us. Do these look like indemnities to you? So they underpaid the people for their property. How I miss Tropius Sea. I can't wait to get home. I guess that's one of the workers talking. What fear I felt when I saw them coming with those rakes! What do I have to do with it? I'm just doing my job. Oh. Sounds like a little revolt there in the town. Do you know what they have blown up? Our home. Heinrich, soon it will be my turn too. Be it there. Will you help me to vacate my home? Who am I to change things, to modify the past? Curon is bound to disappear in the water. Maybe I will get back home, but at what cost? It's not right. Yes, I'm talking to you. You're scornful. You manipulated me as you please, and despite everything. And then I didn't see what he said at the end there. Act 3, Summer 1950. This might be the last act, I'm not sure. You're here, Ida. Ti cercavo. In a few minutes, the farewell concert in the church will start. Yes, I'm ready. It's all over now, Tommaso. We have nothing more to do than say goodbye to Curon forever. Don't say that. We'll always have... We won't have anything else, even the bell. It's better to resign ourselves. How could Ludovica betray us like this? Take away even our last hope, the symbol of our community, the chance for a common future elsewhere. Don't think about it, Ida. Let's go, Tommaso. It's time. Notre Vendieu, welcome on in. How are you doing? How's everything? Everything goes well? I think we're getting close to the end of this game. A Painter's Tale. It's been quite charming. Oh, Tommaso, it pains my heart to see my house ravaged like this. The shack they assigned me is so tiny, I could not take everything I wanted. The absolute minimum. Bring with you the absolute minimum, they told us. It's easy for them to say, those greedy, unscrupulous people. My whole life was in here. Carl was in here. Did you manage to take all his paintings to the new house? Last week I met Heinrich with his cart, who was coming here to pack up the last things before the demolition. I left some in the house, actually. Heinrich didn't want that. You should have seen how he complained. But then he understood. Carl really loved Curon. I think he'd be happy. The water may submerge these places, but it will not wash away our memories. Speaking of Heinrich, he told me he wanted to talk to me about something before the concert starts. I better hurry up. I'll wait for you at the entrance of the church. Well, she says she left some of the paintings here. I guess because they represent memories of Curon. They're waiting for me in the church. I wanted to go back into the house, though, and see the paintings that she chose to leave. Fine, fine. Objective, go to the church for the concert. Looks like history's full. Looks like I might be missing a single drawing, but maybe I get that at the end. I might have all the paintings. There was one area of the town I didn't take a path, and that was around behind the church, but I'm not even sure I could have gone that way. Oh, their bench is gone. Maria, Sophie, say goodbye to our bench. We won't see it again. Wish I'd. Oh, I can't talk to them. Aw. I think that's the cow herdsman. And the school teacher. Tommaso, are you going to the church too? How heavy these folders are. I forgot them, but I certainly cannot leave them here. These are the essays my kids wrote in the last 5 years. Aw. He just wants to stay here and just look at his old farm before it gets bulldozed down. That's so sad. I wonder if we can take a tour of the school. Nope, we can't. These people thought they'd live here forever. That's so sad. Franz, schnell! The concert will start soon. And don't forget the bag with the remaining things. We won't have time to come back here after. Jarwal, I'm coming. Have you seen? The workers are taking away their trucks and equipment. There's an interesting audio effect there when you walk past the headlights. Music changed a bit. One of the workers. My regards, people. Isn't this a beautiful night? The key! Should we enter, my dear? It's cold in the evening here in the mountains. You finally arrived. What arrogance! What insolence! But we still have time to take the key away from him. Hilf dir selbst, dann hilf dir Gott. Padre, I think it's too late now. Have faith, my son. Quick, let's try to reach the official. Komm schon, Tommaso. Let's go inside. The official is there in the front row. Maybe I can try to reach him and take the key. Mein Gott, Tommaso, be careful. Looks fun. It's been interesting. Let's not think of tomorrow. Let's just enjoy this last moment in our church. It's here that I met Elsie. She was sitting right there on that bench. And my Marika was always next to her. How beautiful they were when they were young. Do you remember? I see. So this is supposed to be a stealth section. Tommaso, it's so nice to see you. Our Ludovica is amazing, don't you think? I remember her when she was a child. She was so skittish. And look at her now. How charming she is. A real lady. Hey you, where are you going? Get back to your place and don't disturb the concert. These are orders of the marshal. Do you think the marshal will notice if we just sit here? Forget it. He's too busy appeasing Guarini. Who knows? Maybe he hopes for a promotion. Look, I moved from the first row. That's better. I don't even want to see Guarini. The nerve, showing up here tonight in the church. hissed. Tommaso, this way. Vite, I'll clear the way for you. But there's still two. Oh, but I can get behind him. Almost there. But how can I approach him? He's surrounded by guards. And now what can I come up with? Amazing, Ludovica! Amazing! It'd be better to hurry, engineer. You're right. Let's go. Darn. I'd better follow them. Good. Now Ida and Father Alfred are coming too. But what can we do now? Herr Bintogorini, how dare you inflict this further punishment? Wasn't it enough for you to destroy the town? To deprive my brothers and sisters of their houses and land? Grober Gott, how can you even think of taking away the symbol of our community too? Some Christian charity beat. Don't you know the passage in the New Testament about the expulsion of the merchant from the temple? My devotion to your house. Prete, please. Save your sermons for your new church. We surely can't stop progress for 2 meager pastures and 4 crumbling farmhouses. Don't be so upset about an old bell bound to rot in the middle of a lake. You should really thank me, since I'm saving you the trouble of removing it. Oh no! La chiave! Where's the key to the bell tower? Ludovica! Oh, she took the key back. Maledetta ingrata! Betray your patron like this by secretly taking the key. Oh, Ludovica! But then, Tommaso, how could we have judged her so hastily? Forget being the town traitor. She saved the bell. She understood what kind of man the officer is. But she sacrificed herself, accepting our judgments, staying close to that scoundrel for months to keep an eye on him and spy on his plans. She is really... generous? Wonderful. A real strategist, surely smarter than me and Padre Alfred. She said she wanted to go to the city, and just when I bought a pied-à-terre all for her. She doesn't deserve the city, that stupid, stupid mountaineer. It went badly for you this time, Gorini. Not everything can be bought. Eh? What do you mean? Nothing. Only that you're arrogant, a product of your time. But don't worry, I can assure you that there will be many after you, and that your species will not go extinct. That didn't really make any sense, but okay. Oh, all the townspeople came out. They chased him away. That vile scoundrel deceived me. I was blinded by his promises, but... Where Zulet's locked. Locked in Beston. I won't be anybody's mistress. Curon is not Milan, I know, but it's still our home. You'll see, Dad. We'll build a new hotel together, even better than the old one. We'll have so many visitors. It will be a fresh start, a new Curon. Danke, Ludovica. Some hours later. My children, now that the bell is safe, we can finally ascend the hill. Shortly the flooding of the valley will start. We have to hurry. Gott sei mit uns! Forza, but not the motorsports version. Sorry. Let's go! Oh, is that what Forza means? Like, let's go? So, that's cool. Kommt schon! Remember, stay together. The water will come in a few moments. Things in the rubble and take only what is necessary. But now is not the time for second thoughts. You'll see, God will reward us for all our tribulations. Ida, presto, we have to go. You'll see, everything will go well. Yes, we have to hurry. I can almost hear the water that will submerge the remains of this town forever. But we'll have the bell, our memories. It doesn't matter if we've gone somewhere else. We'll have a common story to talk about in our new houses. You know, Tommaso, I feel I have finally put the past behind me. You'll see, Ida. We also have a future. Ja, for the first time I also feel I can. Mein Gott! What is it? I forgot the portrait you did for me. I should have loaded it on Heinrich's cart, but in the commotion with all those workers. Verdon it! Tommaso, go on ahead. I'll be there in a few minutes. Fine, but make it quick. Uh-oh. Oh, do I control her now? Oh, I do control her now. I can't lose any time. I have to run home. Oh, I wonder if she dies this way. That would be really sad. There we go. This is my past. The house where I lived for years. How many memories these walls store. Walls now collapsed. I can still see myself, smell the scent of cooked apples, of linen and turpentine. The fresh air of the mountains at the first light of dawn. Feel the warmth of the parlor in winter. Memories that will always be with me, but now I have a future ahead of me. Ja, it won't be easy right away, but I'm not alone. I'll put some nice geraniums in the window. Oh, the water's already started to flood the place. My God, what's happening to me? The color, it's melting down. I have to hurry. Tommaso is waiting for me. Tommaso! But do you remember that time we risked getting lost in the woods without finding our way back home, Carl? And your nice shirt getting all dirty with paint? It was impossible to clean. Oh, Carl, where are you? Why don't you come back? Oh, but you're here. I can feel you among our paintings. I'm trying to walk with her, but... Oh, boy. Where's Ida? Why hasn't she come back? The water will begin rising up any minute. Ida! Ida! Oh no! Ida, hold on! I'm coming! Cosa? Aww. The bell. And that's the bell tower. If you carefully observe the bell tower that emerges from the lake today, you won't notice a bell within it. Rest assured, there wasn't any attempted theft as the bells, yes, there was more than one bell, were peacefully transported to safety before the flooding in July 1950. There is one detail that tourists usually don't notice while admiring the bell tower. One of the little columns decorating the upper windows is a different color compared to the others. Whiter, as if it were brand new. That column was destroyed and then rebuilt to allow the bells to pass through. According to local stories, in the cold winter nights you can still hear the bells ringing. A fascinating and evocative legend, not surprisingly featured in the TV series produced by Netflix and set in the titular Curon. Finally, did you know that the bell tower itself dates back to the 16th century and that it was saved precisely for its artistic and historical value? The Old Curon. The parish church of St. Catherine and the two town hotels, the Traub Post and the Goldener Adler, survived. The old village lives on in the new town of Curon Venosta, placidly perched near the lake. The town is crossed by the State Road 40 of Resia, which links the Val Venosta to Austria. As soon as you get to Curon Venosta, it's natural to try to look for the bell tower that pops up on the left after passing through a short tunnel. Simulacrum of a not-so-distant past, the bell tower seems to be frozen in time, almost out of place, with its surreal and ethereal presence. In the end, the old Curon never really went away. Bitter and angry memories emerge in the testimonials of those who were young at the time, and today still recall what actually happened. The lake is like an invader, a symbol of expropriation imposed from above, which the citizenry was never able to support or accept. Drawings. No new drawings. We may have missed one, I'm not sure. I may have missed a painting, not sure. Curon, 1950. Aww. I like how they even put... And I'm not sure if these are real paintings and they just look like a photograph of the painting, or if these are complete, like, sort of digital recreations that were inspired from stories and from pictures. But I love how they put... You can kind of see... I don't know if it comes out on stream properly, but you can kind of see that it's not just... Like, the way it's done, you can almost see, like, the threading of the canvas, or the texture of the canvas, and the paint on top of it, and that looks really cool. Oh, it's the madman again. Haben Sie gegessen? Das es gone droben ist? Vero, it's a nice day, but it could rain soon. Now I remember. To those who are forced to abandon their roots and build a new life elsewhere. A Painter's Tale. Aww. That was really good. This game had a lot of heart to it. Well done to the creators. They were able to convey a very emotional story in a very light way. Showing images of real people. Great paintings, great works of art. You didn't just get to read about the history of the place, though that's also here, and see what it was like, but you got to interact with some of the people, and you got to really form a relationship to the town and its citizens. You got to experience some of the place's culture. And then it gets just washed away. And yeah, the people live, they survive. But, well, I mean, maybe not Ida. That bit's a bit unclear. But it's getting to experience everything. But especially the people. That really sort of gets to you. Like, I was getting a little choked up right there at the end. This was a special game. This was a Monday Marvel. Jan says, to those who are forced to abandon their roots and start anew elsewhere. Those are some beautiful words. I agree, Jans, I agree. And something your family did in 2014 when you moved to Kentucky. This video game you just played is the result of the independent creation of its authors. Any reference to actual people or true events has been reworked and reinterpreted with artistic license. The authors have freely drawn inspiration from news stories to give life to a narration that sees imaginary characters and real-world people interact with each other. Any reference to real people other than those expressly identified by the video game, as such, is purely coincidental. And some real-world figures were included in this. They were name-dropped, like the the man named Alfred, who was the preacher. The old town of Curon. Cowherders, innkeepers, peasants, farmers, a painter amongst them, a preacher, all going about their daily life. Alright, let's see what happens here when it loads back up. We have the full history. We may have missed a drawing, I'm not sure. We may have missed a painting, I'm not sure. But I enjoy the music. I enjoy the graphics. I enjoy the sort of Minecrafty 3D graphics. I think that helped to lighten the tone, actually, of the serious story. I like the music. It was very lovely. I like the real history of the place. You can see there's real photographs included. Talked a bit about the culture, the people, the food, the art, the history of what was going on at the time, the people. So, those are the homes that were built for the people being displaced. Very touching. Then you got to see the sort of charcoal drawings of the different people, the different characters in the game. Ida, the children, the peasants, the official Gorini, Heinrich the innkeeper, the Italians, the innkeeper, teacher, cowherd, the madman, Ludovica, old friendships, town life, the workers, Curon in 2020, the carabinieri, the guards, Father Alfred, and then the paintings, which I thought were all very well done. It's heartwarming, it is. So from the painter's perspective, his painting was titled something like 2020, or Curon 2020. So I guess his tale sort of takes place, that's like 70 years after the events of the flooding of the town. Quite some time.